Because communication involves active involvement from both the speaker and the audience shares some of the responsibility in the influence that persuasive speeches can have. We know that the speaker is trying to influence and persuade us. And by doing so, the speaker is trying to contribute to the public discourse. We have a responsibility to allow that contribution to at least have a chance. So, the first responsibility we have as listeners is to withhold our judgment. We need to be able to sit back and say, all right, I'm willing to consider what this person has to say. Even though I'm not naturally inclined to being persuaded in this way, I'm going to let this person have her or his say, and then I'm going to evaluate what he or she has said. The next responsibility we have as listeners is to employ fair evaluation methods. So this is where our critical thinking comes in. We know that critical thinking gives us the questions that allow us a little more objectivity in evaluating the strength of arguments. So to be able to ask those key questions about the arguments that are presented and about the strength of the evidence that's being used, all of that gives us a more fair evaluation of what the person has to say. It isn't just based on our opinions of this particular topic. We also have the responsibility to ask the speaker to improve weak areas. If we identify those weak areas through our critical thinking, then we have the responsibility to say, okay, we need to take this discussion further. These weak areas need to be improved. Can you provide more information, or can we adjust what you're saying to better improve how they present this topic? And then finally, there's a responsibility to take the next step as a listener, and that means making our own contribution. Once we've heard what the speaker has to say and evaluated what they have to say, how can we add to this discussion with some new ideas and introduce maybe an alternative perspective or some better information? What this all means is that these responsibilities make the listener a very active participant. By truly embracing these responsibilities, we also contribute to this public discourse and then to the advancement of the ideas.